Hey, it's Mike from Outlaw RVers, and today we're going to be doing a product review on the Mr. Heater Big Buddy. Here we are doing the unboxing of the Big Buddy 18,000 BTU indoor safe portable radiant heater. We got this sent to us by a vendor and wanted us to do a review on it. This one holds 2 tanks, 18,000 BTU. It should run for 11 hours on low, 4.8 hours on medium, and 2.8 hours on high, which requires 2 1-pound tanks, the green tanks that you normally use for camping. This unit is very specific because it does include the fan. The newer units from Mr. Heater Big Buddy deleted the fan option, and you could get the fan, which we already had, a fan unit, because I wasn't sure if it was going to come with one. So I ordered one on Amazon. And what it does will help push the heat a little bit forward from the unit. So we're going to do the unboxing. This is the Massachusetts version and the Canadian version, which the only difference between the non-Massachusetts and non-Canadian version, I live in Massachusetts, so they had to send us the Massachusetts one. It does state on the system, on the instructions in the back, that it is not to be used indoors. Mr. Buddy claims that it's safe. There are a lot of videos out there on YouTube about using it indoors versus not using it indoors, and carbon monoxide readings, which is a poisonous, colorless gas. Don't do what I do. I'm going to try it inside. We are going to open it up with a vented window, but it is highly suggested not to use this inside your RV. As a fireman, I also feel it's not good to use inside. We do have a toy hauler motorhome, so I plan on using it in the garage when we have the deck down, just to keep the garage a little warmer. It's clearly ventilated. We do have a sliding glass door that separates the garage from the main living area. So we plan on using it in the garage when we have the deck down during those cooler parts of the season. So we'll get into the unboxing and I'll be back in a second. So here we are with the unboxing. Once again, it does require 2 of the green propane tanks. It's a nice unit. It probably weighs maybe 4 pounds, 5 pounds. It's extremely light without the 2 1-pound canisters in it. It seems like it's durable construction. It's got a nice cover to prevent you from burning yourself. Just like lighting any camp stove, I do not have any propane in it right now. You would push down, do the pilot light, and you're going to hold it down until your elements turn red. And then you could go to low. Got to push down to turn it to low, push down to turn it to medium, push down to turn it to high, and then off. It does have new tip protection per Mr. Heater, right attached to the instructions. Right in the front page, it says, Mr. Heater has improved the performance of the tip-over safety switch inside your heater. Now you can hear the operation of the tip-over switch when the unit is shaken, bounced, or tipped upside down. Do not worry, this is only your tip switch operating as designed. So, yep, I could hear it click. It might not pick up on there, but yes, I can hear it click. One cool hack about this thing is you could take off this front cover. Be careful not to bend it. And these are for those off-grid people. You can put the cover on this way, and it will support a small pot. This is a pound. It'll support a small pot, and you could boil some water in emergencies. You can cook some rations if you need to. So this is a hack that I found on the web. I don't suggest doing it. I'm just letting you know that there are hacks out there. So we'll take the cover off and we're going to put it back on properly. Stick it in the holes. Sorry. Mount it from the bottom first. We're going to do that again. There we go. There we go. And now the cover's safely back on. Took me a second to figure it out. As I said before, I did order the heat unit, the fan. It's a battery operated fan. You could use batteries. It looks like 4 to 6 D cells. Probably 4 D cells. You could use that, or you could use a power cord, which I was surprised when I opened the unit because the unit said it is the fan included on this unit. Buddy Heater, once again, has discontinued putting the fan unit on the back. It's just now an option that you can only buy through their website or on Amazon through their website. I was smart enough to buy a power cord, the required power cord. As you can see, it's kind of a standard weird looking plug. I'm not an electrician. I just ordered the plug. So I'll be able to plug it in and the fan will operate and push a little air above the unit to kind of push the heat across. It just plugs in the back here. Pretty simple. And then into your standard American plug. It also does allow me to put batteries in here if I chose to put batteries. To put the propane tanks in, the swivel, and you would just screw the tanks on. This also does have an option to hook it up to a propane tank, like a 20-pound tank or a larger pound tank. You could buy the cord, the hose from Mr. Heater on their website, probably on Amazon. I have an outside direct plug on my RV, so I might purchase that so I could hook it up to the main propane. And if we're sitting outside but we don't want to have a campfire, or in a national park or an area where they don't allow campfires, we could use this in the cooler evenings just to sit outside and I'll run off the RV propane versus the 1-pound tanks. I'll get this all set up and we'll turn it on and see how it works. Okay, we're back. I got my 2 1-pound propane tanks installed. I also did hook up the power cord so you can hear how loud the fan is. It's actually pretty quiet. I hope that picks it up for you. Let's see if we can have, if it shows blowing a tissue or a small scrap of paper, you can see. There we go. So it works pretty good. You know, there is a sweet spot for the fan to blow. There it is. My hand's in the way, but the fan is actually back here and it's directing the air flow. I can feel it right here. So it's kind of curving, coming out to right about here. And I assume that when the radiant heat is on, it's going to help push it up and forward. So we'll turn off the fan and let's light this thing up. Now, once again, Mr. Heater, they say that the Big Buddy is indoor safe. The reason why they say it's indoor safe is they have an oxygen sensor on there. If the oxygen gets low enough within the room, it'll automatically shut the unit off. As a fireman, once again, I don't suggest using it inside, especially when you're sleeping, just for the fact that something could happen, something could fall on it, and it could have a fire, and you might get trapped inside your RV. But once again, I'm going to do it inside for demonstration purposes. So we're going to turn it to pilot. We're going to hold it down. I can see a little flame going. There we go. So we're going to hold it for a few seconds, and then we should see that the elements are going to turn on. And there we go. Let me turn off these lights here. we could see the unit light up actually. So it's still working to heat it up. There it goes to the other side. So it looks like for low and medium, it's only burning one side, this side. When I turn it to high, it will light it up to the other side. I could already feel the heat coming off this thing, and wow, it's pretty amazing. And it didn't even really get fired up yet. Boy, this thing is throwing out some heat. It's still working on the other side. You can see the elements are starting to turn red now. They're coming up. And it's throwing out an amazing amount of heat. I wish I had my heat gun with me, but I don't. I'm just curious to see what the temperature is. But this is really throwing out some great heat. I'm going to turn on the fan. Boy, it's really throwing the heat. I could feel the heat well past the camera, where it's just blowing it towards the camera. So yeah, once we get some time to use it in the cooler weather, we'll definitely be able to get some better reviews on it. I just wanted to do an unboxing for you and let you see about the Big Buddy. Highly suggest it for your campground. It runs about 200 bucks online. We did get it sent to us from a vendor, and they want us to try it out. And we're going to give them a review in a couple weeks, directly to their Instagram, their Facebook, their YouTube channel. We're going to hold off on announcing the vendor right now, just in case we don't like it. I already advised them of that, and we'll go from there. Thanks a lot, guys, and stay tuned for some more travel hacks, updates, and product reviews.